Welcoming you all here today. I'm Crosse County Sheriff Steve Helgeson, and I just wanted to start by saying that my endorsement of Brian Barton is a personal endorsement and not the endorsement of the department. Let me start by telling you a little bit about Brian. He's a military veteran who has practiced a wide range of legal positions, including prosecutor, defense attorney, as well as a military lawyer. As a prosecutor, Brian has successfully tried cases including homicides, drug crimes, as well as violent crimes. Brian understands and respects the rights of victims. He was a charter member of the Crosse County OWI Court and Veterans Court, as well as being a former member of the Crosse County Drug Court. Brian has been proven to be thorough and knowledgeable in decision-making and is committed to working to improve outcomes while at the same time holding criminals accountable. He understands law enforcement and their concerns, especially towards repeat offenders in our community. I am confident that Brian will do whatever he is able to protect our community, as well as protecting the rights of victims. I'd like to now introduce you to Brian Barton.
Good morning. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Sheriff Helgeson for his endorsement and his time here today. I have the utmost respect for you, Sheriff, what you and your department and the entire law enforcement community do each and every day. I'm truly humbled that you would put your faith and trust in me, and this is something I do not take lightly. I will endeavor to always do what is right with the utmost transparency and boldness. This election comes down to public safety and electing someone who has the experience and ability to make the tough decisions every day that will ensure our community, our neighborhoods, and streets are safe while ensuring that the rights of each and every one of us is protected. To follow the law without favoritism or prejudice, and to do what is right and just. For nearly 14 years, I have been on the front lines of the criminal justice system. As a prosecutor for over 7 years, I prosecuted thousands of cases, including homicides, drug crimes, and other violent crimes. I fought for victims' rights, sought out justice to the best of my ability, and as a defense attorney for over 5 years, I have fought and still fight for the rights of each person accused of a crime to ensure that our system remains true to its ideals. To be a good judge, that person must have practical experience in criminal law. I have that experience. I have experience on both sides of the aisle. I have successfully tried numerous cases to a jury. As a charter member of the OWI Court, Veterans Court, and a former member of the Drug Treatment Court, I have the necessary skills and background to deal with these substance abuse and mental health issues that are so prevalent in our society and our criminal justice system. I met an elderly gentleman a couple weeks ago, and he, of course, like most people, wanted to know why I would make such a good judge. Of course, I told him more than he probably wanted to know. But during our conversation, this gentleman told me something that, made me a little sad and a little angry. This gentleman told me that he no longer goes outside after dark, and this is La Crosse. To use his words, he said it just isn't safe anymore. He told me that the barber that he has cut his hair for years now closes his shop at 4 o'clock. So that he too can get home before 5 o'clock, where he remains for the night, because it just isn't safe anymore. This is happening in my hometown, and from talking with people all over this last month or so, this is not an isolated sentiment. This election comes down to public safety. The safety of my community, the safety of the community which I grew up in, and I promise that if elected, each and every decision that I make will have public safety at its center. maybe someday, the gentleman that I spoke with a couple weeks ago and his barber will again regain the sense of security that they once had. Thank you. Is there questions, or I guess?
Maybe one-on-ones?
We can do one-on-ones after.
What do you guys want to